Alright, so we're back with some more Legend of the Dragoon with what may or may not be a boss fight right in front of us. I don't know, it just seems very sus that I would have that entrance right next to a save spot. You know, I mean, I gotta say, what is this? 2 chests plus a sword? I mean, that seems like something I would want. I heard you're going to have a wedding after this battle. There's no guarantee of coming back alive. It's Zeke! Even if one of us dies, our bonds of affection forever. Zeke, your eyes are already looking at your future. Then I will realize the future for you. Diaz just playing everybody from the sounds of it. Sometimes, I don't know if you're really the Rose I know. I am just me. Because the Dragoons made an appearance, it seems the souls of the soldiers who died in the Dragon campaign have awakened. Okay then. Alright, well, probably should have built up some more Dragoon gauge before we went into this, but I guess it's a little too late for that now. Polter helm, he's considered dark. Oh man, this poor guy right now. Do we go for it? Nah, surely it's too early to do it, you think? Surely. Although if we had like some light magic or something. Oh, it's everybody. Oh, he has multiple spots on him. Okay, I guess that's a good way to do it. Multiple spots too? Yeah. We can start off with magic first and then we can work our way towards White Silver Dragon. Miranda should be a halfway decent choice. I want to say she's probably still around the same, if not better than Darts. Rose, I mean, there's not really too much of a point. Go ahead and just hit something, I guess. Probably the shield would, or not the shield, but the sword would probably be a good thing to get rid of. I imagine that probably gives him a bonus attack. Or like abilities that he wouldn't be able to use otherwise if we got rid of it earlier. Well, I guess we'll get to see how much damage he does. Okay, that's pretty minimal damage so far. Do we still go ahead and try and build SP gauge? We could. I think we will, for the time being at least. Although, do I have more magic I could... I mean, I definitely have more magic I can spend. Come on in. It's just a matter of if we want to do that right now. I think we'll just build up towards Dart's Gauge here. Man, that gives such little SP. Probably should have switched back to the other one beforehand. Oh good, you're a status effector. Oh okay, no, it's magic. Okay, good. I would much rather take the magic damage than deal with status effects in a boss fight. I mean, you really had to choose Rose with that damage, didn't you? Now, people are probably going to be like, you should just immediately go for White Silver Dragon, which I'm honestly debating, but I think Star Magic might be better here, with the idea being that I can spam it over the next 4 turns. And that gives her something to do that also gives her time to potentially heal us with Gates of Heaven if need be. We can also see if he has some anti-Dragoon gimmick, which seems to be in very high frequency as of lately. So, you know, just getting a little gauge on how exactly this guy works. Because so far we've only seen single target attacks and regular magic out of him. I mean, he is a secret boss, so surely he's got to have something up his sleeve here. I mean, decent damage if everything's still healthy on him for the time being. Rose, sadly your magic isn't all that great. So definitely if you wanted to optimize this fight, just buy a whole bunch of light magic, give yourself a whole bunch of magical attack, and then just keep spamming light magic. Especially AoE light magic. It's going to take forever for you to get to the next one because you don't have any SP gauge increasing skills right now. I mean, even at max, the skill only gave like 20 or something. Definitely would have been better to equip basically any of the other ones that gave me SP back that enabled Dragoon form a little bit more. Now it looks like the sword's getting weaker. Now the question is, do we just like burst down the sword in order to get rid of a part of him? Which, sure, why not? I mean, he might be able to regrow pieces. It's a very real possibility. He also could potentially have multiple phases. I think we've actually fought a boss in this game with multiple phases. Well, no, I guess Joel kind of had it. Like before it went Dragoon. Although it was still within the same battle sequence, it wasn't considered like a second battle. 1,000 damage, I mean, that's got to put a good dent in it. And go ahead and continue to spam that. Oh yeah, it's in red now. Possible that it destroys the sword here. I'm not giving it too much hope, but if it does, that's already one part down on him. Although there's always the potential for them to regen body parts and whatnot. In which case, this might just be a temporary measure against a long-term problem. But we're still getting the AoE spread damage with Miranda on him. That was really not enough to get rid of that sword, huh? Okay. Well, this doesn't seem like it's going to be good for me. Okay. Okay, I did not think it was going to go in one-shotter. Oh, good. Bosses with... Don't I have a ring that stops insta-kill skills? Command blocking? What? You piece. Alright, well, that's... just good. Okay, of all the people that he could have used it on, aka either Dart or Rose, I'm assuming, attacking command blocks. Oh no. I guess Rose will just have to become a healer now. Wow, he really did not like me breaking his sword, huh? That's gonna hurt Rose a lot. Well, wait a minute. Okay, oh wait, and now I can't heal her because I'm stuck in Dragoon form. Oh boy, that's not good. Turns out that's not very good. Well, his helmet's in yellow. May as well go ahead and go for that then. If he uses the insta-kill skill while I'm stuck in Dragoon form and I can't even use items to pick up the other two, I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I mean, because you played yourself, I mean, to a certain degree, but also it's like, it was the first time facing him and we had no idea what he did. So I can give myself a little bit of mercy if that ends up being the case. 816, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Okay, well, you know, for once we actually want to be out of Dragoon form. If he screws me over with command blocking, it could be really bad, though. I'm really not too scared of his damage, mostly just because we've got HP for days on Dart. The chances he can do like 2,500 damage to me is definitely not the highest. Alright, so I just need to pick people up. Well, we're gonna pick up Miranda, because then I can use Heaven's Gate, which will pick up Rose, heal Dart, and herself. So that's definitely the one I want here. Command blocking, alright, well, you're cringe. Insta-kills, plus you can steal my own actions. That's pretty cringe, I mean, come on now. And you're gonna block my Dragoon? I mean, I guess it makes sense. We have been more or less just chunking him with Dart. Oh boy, here we go again. How many attacks do you want? Yes. Oh good, great. Miranda, you're not gonna insta-die to this for being light, are you? This dude's got some magic power on him, that's for sure. That might be enough for her. She's like, oh, okay. Guess I'll die then. Yeah, okay. Alright. Omega cringe? Alright. Well, it did, what, 1690? Of course, she was weak to it. Still did 1290 the dart. It's not exactly like it wasn't doing nothing there. I still say that we immediately go in with Dragoon form for Miranda and just keep that AoE damage up. If we're able to get all 4 uses off of Star Magic, then we could use the item and then do White Silver Dragon and burst it. Maybe that would be good enough. I mean, we could start off with it, but we don't need the healing, so in that sense, it's kind of just a waste. I mean, it's still good AoE damage, don't get me wrong, but I guess we could just focus everything on Miranda since she has all the super effective damage. Just turn Dart and Rose into MP bots, essentially, MP and healer bots, and let Miranda DPS the boss. Which is a possibility, but it's not like the others don't do damage. Although Rose's is a little bit not as good. Okay, that's fine. On Dart, absolutely. That still does a lot, though. I mean, he's not exactly doing nothing there. Alright, we're gonna keep working on that helm, though. So we tried the sword last time. Seems like it just made him spam more magic, which was cringe. So let's not do that, shall we? We can take physical attacks all day, every day. That's not an issue. Him spamming with magic like 3 times in the same turn is just death. Like, it's actually death. I mean, he did what, 2,500 damage in a single turn or something? That's a little ridiculous, don't you think? We also have note. It's very strange how buffs just like don't exist in this game. And be like, what might you mean like that? I mean, you know, you don't have attack buffs, you don't have defense buffs, you don't have magic defense buffs, magic attack buffs, you don't have defense buffs, you don't have debuffs either. Like, it's kind of strange in that regard, especially turn-based strategy-wise, to not have that stuff. Maybe that's on Meryl and Convol, you know? Maybe that's the case. I somehow doubt it, though. We're going in real hard on this helmet right now. It might actually be one of those fights where you actually want to damage more or less all of the stuff equally in order to reduce his deadliness. Like how there's just some fights where they want you to kill everything at the same time so it doesn't come back, which could also be a potential for this boss. But I imagine it's more so he gets more punishing as you destroy more features of him in order to like incentivize the player to keep those parts alive, so that way the boss can still do more damage through different means, but also keep you from taking just absolute spam damage with his magic. Because that, I mean, his sword hit for 257 and 90 on Dart, and his magic did 1600. So, you know, I'm just saying, one of these things is not like the other. I mean, if that is the case, maybe I just go for his armor now, and then we use, like, White Silver Dragon to go ahead and just nuke everything. I think that's what I want to do now. I think that's the gimmick of this fight. How can you say that when you only fought him one time? I mean, it's just a gut feeling. I don't know, you get plenty of those in Dark Souls and whatnot, right? I gotta trust my gut sometimes. Alright, well, alright, see you, Rose. That's fine. You're not getting XP for the boss anytime soon anyways. I'm sure this guy's gonna be chilling for a bit. Alright, so instead of using Star Magic, we'll use Heaven Gate. That way it heals everybody and revives Rose. That's fine. We can always just pop an MP drink on her. We're still going to get good damage in, thanks to Final Burst. Would have been nice if we had Dragoon level 5 on Dart for this fight. I don't even know what it does, but if it's better than Final Burst here, then I'm all for it. Alright, you attacking before me, or am I attacking before you? It probably just took longer because of the de-transformation. Okay. Absolutely, keep throwing that sword at me. Oh no, I'm so scared. Please, no, anything but the sword. Alright, Gates of Heaven, get everybody up here.
God, save us.
So, Rose is coming back at half health, which is potentially just an instant down if we don't get her up more. She will live through a regular sword attack, though. It's more so just as magic. That's worrying. This guy spams powerful magic, that's for sure, though. Like, he uses some of the items we used for killing bosses as regular attacks, which is concerning in its own right. Okay, command blocking. Command blocking, honestly, not the worst. It kind of just depends on who he targets with it and what he uses with it. No items on Miranda? I mean, that's kind of cringe. But considering we're still in Dragoon form, I think I'm okay with it. It also seems to be like the more damage he takes, the more turns he seems to get later into the actual fight here, if you're noticing. Like before he was doing like 1 attack a turn, and now he's already doing up like 3 attacks per turn. That's gonna hurt. Never mind, only 328. I thought Dark Against Light was gonna do some decent damage, but no, apparently not. Could use a Spirit Potion, I don't think we really need to. I mean, we could always do the just feed Miranda MP, that's not the worst. We can have her just spam like White Silver Dragon if we keep feeding it to her. And then we'll stay at full HP. Yeah, why not? Why not? It's kind of cheesy. I mean, I won't deny that it's a little bit cheesy. But he also used me with an insta-kill skill. So, you know, to that degree, it feels kind of fair. Because even if I heal the full HP every turn, he could still cheese me with that insta-kill attack. They're really going to be back to full HP. You'll have to see it. We took out the head with that attack. Rose we can have. Or we could just feed her another drink. And you know what? I think we're just gonna feed her another drink. I guess we're gonna be like this fight. Okay, so who's he insta-killing? I would assume Miranda? Still pretty cringe that bosses have insta-kill attacks. Honestly, of all the people he could have insta-killed, that was probably like the one I was least concerned about. Oh yeah, so we definitely messed up in the first one, destroying his sword there. Oh, he's already red. This should be free. I'm not saying this is gonna kill him. I'm just saying he's in for a world of hurt. So this boss, if this is the case, and he doesn't have like actual multiple phases to him, it definitely seems like let him keep his sword, and then you can either go for the armor or the head. We went for the head, mostly because command blocking is cringe. I think that's relatively fair to say. Oh wow, did that not revive Rose? That really didn't revive Rose. Okay, then. Dart, I guess you could go ahead and get her. The sword lives. Oh, no. Not more cringe. Why? You know what we really need in this game? A full AoE revival item. That's what we're missing. Of course you had to do on Miranda too. You're cringe. You just get a death rattle insta-kill? You did that just to steal my XP from 2 of my people? You're so cringe, dude. Oh my... Really? It's not gonna give them the XP either because they're dead. Wow, that is... I hate you. Are you kidding me, dude? You know, I would have been as mad if, like, Rose just didn't get it. I mean, ideally, she would have gotten it since she still needs Dragoon level 5. Miranda not getting it, still, I mean, nobody else besides Dark getting it sucks, don't get me wrong. But at least if I could have got one of the others to get the XP too, it wouldn't have been as bad. But to only have Dark get it, like, come on, man. Alright, Smoke Ball, sure, and a Soul Eater, which I can only imagine would be like a Rose exclusive item, considering this has been more of a past story stuff. Honestly, not a hard boss once we figured out how to actually fight the guy. It's still a cringe boss, though. I mean, insta-kills, a death rattle insta-kill, I mean, come on now. Can't tell me that's not a little cringe. Everybody eating on that one. Everybody that's alive, at least. How is Dart still not Dragoon level 5? It must be story locked. Like, that's the only explanation I can think of, is that it's actually just story locked. Are we gonna get a phase 2 potentially? Maybe? Yes, no. I'm not complaining that people bear grudges against me. We're just gonna leave that there? Like, we're not gonna question that at all? That's just... It's okay, yeah, sure. Oh, well, they got revived back up to 1 HP, which is really all I need them to be. Because then we can go ahead and just pop this, pop another one, and they're more or less good. Go ahead and give Dart his MP back, give Miranda her MP back, and basically as good as new. Well, kind of salty that we ended up not first trying that guy, but that's okay. As soon as we figured out what we need to do, it was over. What? Is it not a sword for you? Surely it's not a sword for Miranda. I mean, I guess it could be a dark one. You would have thought Demon Eater would have been a Rose one, considering, you know, Demon Gate and all that, but maybe not. Powerful, but HP decays each turn. I mean, what if you did Soul Eater and then you did Therapy Ring? Would your HP cover, or your HP regen cover your HP decay? Because if that's the case, you could just do that and then get some... It seems to basically double my weapon damage right now. I mean, from 34 to 75, I mean, that's a 31 damage increase. We'll try it a little bit. I just want to see how much HP decay it is. Armor of Yore. Okay. Well, we may as well look to see who can use the Armor of Yore over here. Surely it'll be towards the bottom, I would imagine. Unless I actually passed it already. Armor of Yore. Avoids poison, stun, and... Okay. So you kind of just avoid more or less all status effects with that. Certainly don't hate that idea. Okay, there we go. We can use sword in this area too. I can do it. It would give me magical defense and regular defense. And gives me stat spec resistant. Okay. Fine with that. What did Saint Mail do? It was called Saint Mail, wasn't it? It might put it all the way at the back though, because of... Okay, less stats by SP accumulation. I guess that's the armor you're supposed to use when you pick the skills that don't give out that much SP in order to compensate for it. Can somebody else wear Saint armor? I mean, it's probably a halfway decent one if I had it on Dart here. No, maybe not. No. Alright, well, that's fine. Alright. Well. This worn statue seems to be of Emperor Diaz. His name is engraved in the relief. Acquired a panic bell. Well, that's against regular enemies as far as I'm aware, so that's a very much so who cares item. Alright, well, not exactly much to this area. A secret boss that's you know, it's a boss. It was really easy. I don't know if we're considered over leveled for that boss or not, or if it's just really meant to be more of a optional gimmick boss sort of thing, which feels to be the case. Either way, we beat it on the second attempt. I mean, considering we learned what we need to from the first one and applied it immediately to the second one, the win, I'd say that's pretty good. But yeah, we are done with the fort from the sounds of it, and we will go ahead and continue our way through the snowfield and see if we can find any more other potential optional bosses in the next one. See?